All right, happy Tuesday. I almost said Wednesday.
I almost said Monday. I was thinking Monday.
What is it? It's that time of year.
It's a short week.
We have a short week, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, back for another edition of Off the Desk. Thanks for being here with us. We had a special guest with us yesterday. Judy Matt with the Spirit of Springfield was on to talk about their new We Love Springfield campaign. And then we actually had her make an appearance in the morning news today, too.
Yes.
Which we'll talk a little bit about later on because Bright Nights does officially start for the season tomorrow. So that's something to look forward to if you and the family are looking for something festive to do over the next couple of weeks. But yeah, we are here on Tuesday, so we can do a little bit of a delayed weekend recap since we're all catching up this morning. So what did you guys get into over the weekend?
Well, I saw Wicked.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. It was
doing
good.
Really good. The box office.
It is. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I kind of wish I watched the first one again before, but I know the story enough to remember where it picked off. But I kind of wanted, Anyway, so maybe if you haven't seen it in a while and you don't know the story so well and you want a refresher, I'd watch the first one before. But a double feature would be really long to sit through. I don't know if I could have done that. They're really long. Yeah, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it. They because the second half it's darker and I was a little worried like maybe it's gonna drag, but they added they expanded on some storylines, which I thought was cool. So you might be surprised. It's a little different, but I liked it. I did like it.
Nice.
Yeah, other than that, you know what movie I watched on Friday that I forgot?
What?
Why are you laughing?
I don't know the way you said
You
that.
just got so excited.
You just got really excited.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't seen this movie since I was a little kid. The movie We Bought a Zoo.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about
that.
That.
See,
now you're excited too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I sobbed. It's so sad.
I don't really remember
but it's
the whole
so
plot.
good. It's so good. Well, they buy a zoo and then they have to like refurbish the zoo to keep it alive. And it's like a guy who's not a zookeeper. He has no experience. And the family, it's like there's an angsty teen and he's kind of like needs to, because they lost their mother. So he's trying to like parent his angsty teen and like be a good dad. But also there's the younger girl who's like probably 6. So he's trying to parent the daughter. And it's like, then they buy a zoo and they move to the zoo and he has to get along with the animals and like kind of get out there and save the zoo. And yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I really enjoyed it. What
prompted you to watch that?
I don't know. We were honestly, my boyfriend forgot all of his streaming service logins except for Disney Plus. So that was all the options that we had. But I said, we bought a zoo. And it's on Disney Plus. Yeah. I was like, let's watch that. It was so good. Really enjoyed it. Anyway, so I watched a lot of movies this weekend. Watched the Patriots on Sunday. Good game.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
Fun to watch.
And just kind of hung out. Good weekend, though. Nice chill weekend. Good company. Good times. Good movies.
Can't beat a weekend like that.
Can't beat it. And good football. So
there you go.
Good things.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris?
Saturday, not much. Matt and I just kind of did like more decorating around our house for Christmas.
Fun.
And I finished my lights outside. Sunday was literally just watching football all day long. It was a very
response every
pretty much Sunday.
Watching football.
Yeah. The weekend overall was pretty quiet. I literally was at home like almost all weekend.
Kind of nice.
Even though it's not the weekend, yesterday Matt and I went and cut down our Christmas tree.
Oh, right. That's fun.
Yeah, so we got the Christmas tree in the house, and today when I get home, we're going to put the lights on and decorate it and stuff.
Nice.
And then we'll be all set for Christmas.
That's exciting.
Christmas is a month from today.
Oh, that's right.
Which is just wild.
Which is kind of crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, a month from right now, it's Christmas morning.
Crazy.
That is
Countdown is on.
The countdown is on. So that was good. I always love, and it's just so funny. We go to this tree farm, and when you pull in, they obviously have like at first all like the pre-cut trees.
Yeah.
And they're always so perfect, like the pre-cut ones. Yeah. And like Maddie is like, this one's so nice and this one's so nice, but I'm like, I love hiking like so far away into like just like the fields of the trees
and
to find it.
Yeah, and finding like this tree that I have like you've seen the Christmas Vacation, right? when like he comes around, he's like, there it is. It's like the Griswold moment.
The massive
yeah. So I actually wear my Griswold jersey whenever I go.
Look at that.
The daughter that's like freezing. She has ice on her face.
Yes.
So we went, and I went as pretty far back in the tree farm you could go, and I finally found our tree, the one. And Maddie's like, how about this one? How about that one? And I'm just like, the back's a little off, or I'm not feeling it. And then I finally found the one. But it was a weekday. We went for our first time to this farm last year, and they have like stands or like these stations around the whole farm that you can bring your tree up to, and then they, put it through the thing that strings it and everything. And I knew that there was one nearby, so I literally grabbed the tree, and I'm like, it's so heavy, and I get there, and there's no one there, and I'm like, wait a second.
Oh no.
So I call them, like, are you guys stringing today? And they're like, yeah, but only at the front. And I'm just like, well, I have a tree way in the back. Like, can anyone come out and get it? And they're like, the guy who runs the truck isn't here today. Like, it's a weekday, so so I'm just like, so I kid you not.
He's like, you just had to go.
I kid you not. I had to like carry this tree that was so heavy.
My God.
I'd say easily almost a mile, like across this tree farm, through the trees. And it took me forever. Like my back and everything is so sore this morning.
How was your Christmas spirit after that? Were you still
I was dropping some words, man. I went in there like Clark Griswold, all happy for Christmas, and I literally like
left
came out like the Scrooge, and I had like my, in the movie how he has like that rant at the end of the movie about like his boss. That was me, like just like losing it at the end. And it was funny because this guy who was at the stand, Maddie took our car and like drove up, and I guess was to tell him like, oh, my husband's going to be here soon. He's carrying the tree. And I guess he sees me come over the hill, like literally carrying the tree, and the guy comes running towards me to like try to help me. And he's like, where did you get this tree from? I was like, way back there. And he's like, dude, he's like, on a weekday, you can't be doing that.
Can't be doing that. That's so funny.
That's the type of memory though that you're going to have probably for the rest of your life. That's future children about that.
Yep. So now I know, but
like I don't mess around with picking out the right tree.
It was a long walk with this tree.
Funny. That is too funny.
So I got my workout in.
And a Christmas tree out of it.
And my tree.
That's awesome.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you picked out the tree's up.
Hey, it was a great tree, so I'm happy with it.
Good.
And good. Yeah, I hope it was worth it.
I know. Yeah. Exciting. We'll have to see it when it's all decorated and stuff. So
yeah, you have to
maybe tomorrow.
Pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, or whenever. Yeah, we can show pictures.
Cool. Awesome. Kaylee, how was your weekend?
It was good. It was kind of similar. We did we took our Christmas stuff down on Sunday, and then we also used that as a day to just go through our spare room because we might, so we're not going to do like a full nursery just because we're not sure how long we're going to be staying at that space, but just for, a little bit, we wanted to clear it out. And we went through a bunch of stuff that we had kind of like just storage. We literally just had our extra stuff in that room. So we went through that stuff. Bobby went and got our Christmas stuff out, and then, we were sorting, kind of cleaning and stuff all day. It was just like one of those types of days.
A good cleanup day.
It was good though. We needed to get it done. And then, of course, I just joke that every year I have in my memory when it comes to Christmas decorating, especially, there's always something that goes wrong or something that's like not just straightforward and simple. And I'm like, is this how it is for everybody? Or is it just like...
I think it's a pretty universal
experience. Oh my God.
I mean, just whenever you want something to go right,
it can never just perfect. Be like, I'm like, oh, people plug in their lights and they all work, or like...
That's the worst. Like, when there's like one bulb that's out,
So we take out all the Christmas stuff, and we have a fake tree just because of like small apartment, whatever. I start opening up like the parts. It's in 3 parts of the tree, and it just looks so like tangled's not the right word. It's just the bottom is when you like have the tree branches come out. There's so many gaps. I'm like, this looks so horrible.
But is it one of those ones that's like kind of tedious and you gotta fill it in,
have
like
to fill
stretch
it
the branches out?
And I noticed in some places we had like the zip ties from last year to like band them together so that they like look a little fuller. And then we put garland and stuff on it so it looks more filled out.
Yeah.
So I'm like putting the tree together. I didn't realize before I'm like stacking the 3 parts to put into the stand that the stand was broken. There's like a little leg that like the piece that you put inside like the middle part to keep it like all together, all 4 pieces. One of the legs was broken, so the tree fell over. The cat freaked out, and I'm like, this was towards the end of our cleaning day, and I'm just like,
you're done.
Okay, let's put the tree away.
Put it away.
So I ordered a new stand on Amazon. Hopefully that'll be in today, so maybe we'll put the tree up today.
Good.
Yeah, we got all the stuff out. We just didn't decorate yet, so we'll see when that happens. But
good.
And that was Sunday. Saturday. Oh, I didn't end up going to Boston because one of my friends.
Oh, that's right.
Couldn't make it, unfortunately. So she was the one that was going to drive, and then the rest of us didn't really want to drive. We just didn't plan for that.
It's a journey.
It's a journey there, yeah. And it was going to be busy. We already had looked into reserving ahead of time, like spots to go into Snowport, and it was just booked entirely. So it would have been a busy day. We ended up going to a brewery in Connecticut, Dockside. It's in Milford. Cool. And they kind of deck it out for the holidays because we wanted to do something that had a holiday
festive
feel. Yeah. And they'll do those igloo things too.
Yeah.
We saw that. We went to lunch last week too at a place in Enfield that had the igloos. They weren't up and running yet.
Not yet.
They'll be coming soon. Same thing with Dockside. They didn't have them yet, so we just like sat inside and had lunch. But yeah, I did that. Went to get coffee. Now at home.
Cool. Nice.
It was a good
Sounds
weekend.
like good weekends.
Yeah.
And we're almost at another weekend because
I know.
Yeah, nice long weekend.
Long, busy weekend. It's a busy holiday. This is honestly like, obviously Thanksgiving, we talk about it being everyone's favorite holiday. It's probably mine too, but I just love this weekend in general. I feel like
it's a good weekend.
It's jam-packed with family things and it's festive. You have a taste of the fall for Thanksgiving and it's that transition weekend. Then you go into December and then like I'm the day after Thanksgiving. It's Christmas for me. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that.
Pretty much as soon as I'm done finish eating Thanksgiving dinner, I'm like, all right.
Turn on the Christmas music.
It's Christmas time.
I feel like whenever we leave Thanksgiving dinner from wherever we are, I immediately put the Christmas music on.
Yeah.
That's when it's time.
So looking forward to it. It'll be a good one.
So too.
Yeah.
All right. We'll take a quick break and come back with some other stuff going on this week.
Yeah, for sure. All right, welcome back to Off the Desk on this Tuesday. We're coming back with some exciting happenings in Western Massachusetts this week.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier when we got started today that it is almost Bright Night season. Bright Nights begins at Forest Park in Springfield tomorrow, and we did have a preview of what you can expect this year. We had Nick Antonakis out at Forest Park this morning, did a live interview with Judy Matt, and one of her people that are in charge of
building it
and making sure all the lights are working properly. His name was Bill. I forget his last name now, but we have
Bill building it.
Bill building it. So they both offered, some insight on what it takes to create the Bright Nights display. But every year it's a hit, and everybody comes and checks it out from all over, not just the Springfield area, but sometimes out of state and stuff too, across New England. So definitely something to go check out with the family if you want to do something festive this year. And the big new attraction is a 50-foot tall Christmas tree that's lit up and plays holiday jams as you're driving by. So
it goes to a lot of fun. To the music. I used to love those things, like the trees or the houses that light up. They're programmed to go to the music, so it looks like it's dancing almost, which is exciting.
Even the star on it is pretty wild. It's 4 feet, right? 4 feet tall.
Yeah,
that's so crazy.
That's wild. Yeah, so really cool thing to go check out. That's in Santa's Village, where you can go into the gift shop, you can see Santa, you can get some snacks and hot chocolate. It's a good stop about halfway through. So.
They also have some great stuffed animals at the gift shop.
Ah, yes. They do. Stuffed animals. This year they have horses and ponies, so you can purchase those. Yeah. Tomorrow is also only $6 per vehicle.
Yeah.
Which is exciting. And there's discounts for military and public safety personnel as well. So.
And then it's $10 Tuesdays they have too.
I think so.
Right?
Yeah. So that's really exciting. Yeah. Such fond memories of going through Bright Nights. It was always one of my favorite things to do around the holidays. nice. Really exciting. Yeah. Yes. And also, so that's, Christmas themed or holiday themed as well. But the Thanksgiving themed event going on this week is the Mayflower Marathon, Rock 102's Mayflower Marathon. They are broadcasting for 52 hours straight.
That's impressive.
Crazy. Yeah. I remember covering it last year, and, they take breaks here and there, but really, like, they don't. Do they
take naps? I was going to say,
I think they do. They take naps. They take turns. They have a trailer out there, and they go in and do whatever. Yeah, but
at least like an hour.
Really, it's 50. Yeah, it is 52 hours straight though, which is pretty crazy. And that's for the open pantry in Springfield. So if you want to stop by there, great cause. You can see Baxi Nagel broadcasting at MGM. Bring over some canned goods or non-perishable food items, and that will go to the open pantry. And you can also make a monetary donation online at Rock 102's website. So
yeah, and it's great. I mean, it's coming now. This year, it's especially meaningful because we did learn that John O'Brien has died, and he was one of the founders of that whole fundraiser
30 years ago,
and it's still going so strong. So we had spoken to a couple of different local leaders who offered their condolences and gave us some of the fondest memories with John O'Brien. He was such a legend here in the Western Mass area. So definitely more meaningful for them this year. So if you have a chance to go stop by and drop off a donation and, or the monetary donation, like you mentioned, everything will help for this holiday season. And that brings us to our Toys for Tots drive too.
Of course.
If you want to stop by, we are accepting donations throughout the day today until 5:00. I think it's getting started right just about now.
Yep.
8:30 this morning. By the time you see this, it'll be 10,
well underway. Yes.
I think I might run down to the lobby at some point this morning. Yeah. So maybe if you come by, I can come and say hi to you. There's been so much generosity already.
Yeah.
It's only day 7 technically. It's our second week of doing this year, but the lobby's getting pretty full, and you've seen that up close and personal, Chris.
Yeah, the lobby is definitely filling up very fast. And even though we weren't really collecting over this past weekend, there's still so many toys out there. And again, we begin at 8:30 this morning until 5 p.m. in the evening. One thing to point notice too is that we're not collecting toys tomorrow and also on Thanksgiving for Thursday because of the Thanksgiving holiday. But we will be collecting those in-person toys again on Friday, and then we continue straight all the way down through December 8th. So there's no breaks. Once we come back on Friday, all the way down. Yeah. This is kind of our last little pause because of the Thanksgiving holiday. But once Friday comes, we continue through the weekend, all of next week, through the following weekend, all the way until December 8th. So plenty of time to come on down. Even though we're not collecting in-person toy donations tomorrow and Thursday, though, we're still accepting monetary donations online. So those continue whenever. There's no really time for them. They end on December 8th. So at any given time between now and December 8th, you can make an online monetary donation if you want as well. But
exciting.
Plenty of time to make those donations.
That's Chris, right. we love every morning waiting to see what you're going to pull out to show us. And this morning, you found that teddy bear whose name was Chris.
Yeah,
that was funny.
It was funny. I always go out there and I like to just kind of look through the toys and find something unique or fun. And I was like, I haven't really, had a stuffed animal a little bit. So I just happened to look over and I saw this teddy bear that was dressed up like an elf. And it had a tag on it and it said, "Hi, my name is Chris the Elf," or something like that. And I was like, "Oh, his name is Chris."
Look at that.
I was like, I had to take it. Another unique thing was I had a fishing pole this morning.
Yeah, that was good.
And as far as I can remember, I haven't seen anything like that before in the years past, which is a great gift. It gets kids to get outside and just, have fun. So
cool.
There's a lot of unique things.
The toy fishing poles.
Oh, yeah.
He loved it because it was like when my dad liked to fish a lot. So he would go fishing with my dad. And he's, as a little kid, you feel like you're doing the real thing. Yeah. And, it's fun to be just like dad. So those are cool. Yeah. And of course, we're pushing toys for teens, correct? Right? Like games and stuff.
Yeah. We're collecting toys for all ages from, infants all the way up through teenagers. But we could use some more toys for the teenagers between, 13 upwards of 16 years old or so. So if you do have any sports, basketballs, baseballs, footballs, or for girls, maybe like, I don't know, a bracelet kit that they can make, or books or puzzles, or I don't know, just anything really teenagers were looking for.
Crafts are a good idea
Yeah,
too.
crafts.
Crafts are really great.
Like that.
Yeah, like I said, books are great too. We do collect books, children's books, and maybe books for older kids that they want to read.
I'm thinking like a paint by number. Those are cool.
Those are cool too.
Or like I have one of the ones that's like a gemstones by number.
Oh, that's
and
cute.
You like make a picture by putting the gems on it. Those would be cool. So just some ideas
there.
Yeah, cool. A lot of good stuff. And of course, there's actually a good amount of bikes out there too.
Yes.
Those are always welcomed. Of course, those are some of the more pricier donations, which we are very, very grateful for. So we're not saying everyone has to bring a bike, but the bikes are really appreciated.
Always a hit.
But really anything that is brought here is amazing and going to go a long way for kids here locally. So
absolutely.
Lots of fun.
Yeah. Yes. And still so much fun to come. So exciting.
Yeah, and more fun to come on this episode of Off the Desk.
That is that indeed.
We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back to these last few minutes of Off the Desk on this Tuesday morning.
Yes, we're cruising right along. I almost said day before Thanksgiving. 2 days before Thanksgiving, with which the Thanksgiving travel is already underway. So if you're out and about heading to your holiday destination, just probably give yourself some extra time to get wherever you need to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow, I'm sure too.
But, yeah.
This is a story that Julia brought to our attention. We've talked about AI many times here on Off the Desk, but this is just another example of AI stirring up some controversy.
Yeah, I think the last time we talked about like the real controversy behind it was when there was an AI actor coming. This time it's an AI singer, and this time they're topping the charts. So this says Solomon Ray became the top artist on the iTunes Top 100 Christian and Gospel Albums chart last week. But there's something that may bother you about the Christian artist. He is not human. I kind of like that lead. They get right into it's like leading you on, and then he's not human. So, according to Christianity Today, Ray was entirely created by artificial intelligence. That includes his voice, performance style, lyrics, and persona. His most recent album is called A Soulful Christmas music, and it features tracks with titles like Soul to the World and Jingle Bell Soul. So, this is not a unique thing. It's saying that like AI-generated music is a new frontier in the entertainment world, which we're kind of seeing with the actor and things like that. So it's really interesting, but some platforms are taking actions against it. Spotify, I use Spotify. I don't know what you guys use, but Spotify announced protections against the impersonation of artists and deceptive content. So they've acknowledged sides of the positive and negative sides of AI, but they're like putting content warnings out there and trying to prevent it from being on the platform. So it's interesting. It's just another turn in this saga. Then this article goes on to say like how AI generated music is made. And it's basically just learning patterns from existing musical data because AI can't create something original.
It's with this story in particular, I find it kind of like eerie that it's Christian music too, because and this AI singer, singing about the title is Soul.
You don't have a soul.
You don't have a soul. So it's just like a little ironic that that's what's topping the charts. And we've had the discussion too. It can be hard for people. It could be hard for us even like when we're scrolling on TikTok. Sometimes I've gotten fooled about things that I've seen that are actually AI videos.
Oh yeah.
And then to think about if you're just listening to a song, if it comes up on Spotify or whatever you're listening to your music on, it could be hard to identify that that's not a real human singing.
Right.
So that's even like more difficult, I feel like, than looking at a video.
Yeah. How would you feel if you found out your favorite song is not even a real artist? Real. Chris, what are your thoughts?
I think it takes away from people that actually work hard and make music, and like when you're talking about charts and it's topping the charts.
Yeah.
It's obviously going to be perfect and stuff. It's AI. Like it's not a real person.
Yeah.
It can be modified to sound a certain way and all that stuff. But then you have these other people probably on the chart that actually make their own music, have a talent of singing, and they're just getting beaten or taken away from a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping as AI continues to like grow and expand or whatever, that more and more people will think like that, where they're just like missing the humanness of art and of just everyday, even like in our industry, like that there's been talk about AI news anchors and reporters and meteorologists and stuff. So I think that there is something to be said about the humanness of, maybe it's not perfect, but you're seeing authenticity.
Yeah. And like you said, if you really enjoy the song, or like they come off with like an album, you're like, wow, I really enjoy this. You can never see it in concert or anything.
That's a good point.
But what are you gonna do? Go to like
do holograms?
Yeah, right.
You can't like go like the AI is not gonna go on tour and compete. You're not gonna see it, and that takes away a whole nother aspect of music that we all love, is going to concerts.
Right.
And,
it's the human element.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because, when Chat GPT and everything became such a popular thing, we were always told, especially because I took a lot of English classes. I was an English major, and we were told that AI, yes, it can give you a right answer. It can give you an essay structure, but it's never going to have your creative human touch to it. So it's interesting now to see AI sneak its way into creative spheres and see the actor and now the musician and something that is so distinctly human become a little more robotic. Interesting.
Well, for all the humans who joined us here this morning, have a good rest of your Tuesday, and we'll be back here for a Thanksgiving special tomorrow, so make sure you join us.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.